Hey there, and welcome back. I'm just an OG talking. Hey, listen, I want to share something with you from the first page of a book that was being written. What I know about mental health is that it hides in normalcy. I was diagnosed with bipolarization at the age of 9. Fortunately, I had a mother and a teacher that took notice of what they deemed as being slightly out of balance. What I grew up with and was able to identify was something like a cloud, a fog that would roll in on what was or should have been a bright morning filled with an abundance of sunshine. For me, though, things would get cloudy for no apparent reason. My name is Renee Boeing Houston, and thank you for reading my book, The Same But Different, a memoir of mental health. That was the beginning of an unfinished book being written by a person who was my friend who lived an unfinished life. She died on the 19th. And I want to challenge you with something. I'm reminded of when I was a boy growing up on the sandy lots of West Texas. There was a young man older than me. He was a man. He was a grown man. His name was Larry Porter. And Larry was, to me, my introduction to an individual who suffers or is challenged with mental health. Um, Back in those days, we said things that were not kind, and I won't repeat them here. You can use your own imagination. They're just horrible things to say about a human being, just horrible. And those things were said about Larry. I don't remember saying those things myself. However, I'm not going to deny the possibility that I did. I bring all of that up. Larry Porter, who's deceased now, Renee Houston, who's deceased now, struggled all of their lives with mental health. I'd like I'd like to remember people like Larry, and I would very much like to finish Renee's book. Here's what I'm asking. I'm asking for 50 people to write a chapter, and it's your chapter, so it can be short or long, but to write a chapter on your experience with mental health. Either you yourself, like Renee was doing, or someone close to you, someone that you love and cherish, that you have witnessed having been challenged with uh, issue is not the right word. I think it can be a struggle. Obviously, it can be a struggle. Larry, as I said, he would walk down the street, Tyler, Tilden, Carver, Stonewall, Madison, New York streets. There where I grew up in Midland. And you could hear him coming because he's talking about Jesus. And isn't that an irony that a person who was challenged that way would have the presence of mind to talk about Jesus and love and God and right? That was Larry. Sadly, as I said, Larry is deceased, and even more sad is Larry was raped. I'll never forget the day when he emerged from wherever the incident occurred, beaten and bloody. He had been raped, gang raped, by some men who never answered for it, if you will. And it wasn't soon after that Larry passed away. What struck me was not only the horrendous act carried out by these, I think to call them men, they weren't men, they were monsters. But Larry emerged from that place talking about love, talking about the things that he always talked about. And I remember he added, God's going to get you. God's going to get you. I'll never forget that. Would you assist Renee Houston in finishing her book? 50 people that would write a chapter, short or long, about your struggle with mental health, or you know someone who struggles with a mental health concern. Reach out to me. I'm going to give you my number. 303-731-9787. I'd like to finish Renee's book. I'd like to self-publish that book, and I'd like to sell that book, and all proceeds go to a charity that is known to assist people that struggle with this thing that is alive and well all over. However, in the Black community, it seems to be something that is not often talked about, and that bothers me. It bothers me that Renee is now deceased. It bothers me that she had a brother who struggled with the same concern, and he's now deceased. Would you Would you get on board with that? And let's work together and honor people who are the same but different. I'm just an OG talking. Catch you on the next one.